Hello and welcome to a new program. Yes, I am back. Aquí estoy de vuelta, again with you. And again, recordándoos, reminding you of your responsibility to learn English. But if you watch my program and other programs on Aprende Inglés TV assiduously, que bien hablo asiduamente, assiduously, continuously, regularly, I guarantee you will notice a change in your English. And I guarantee you that the change will be for the better, not for the worse. Un cambio a mejor, se dice en inglés, a change for the better, literalmente para el mejor. So, I guarantee you that you will notice a change in your English. And I also guarantee you that the change will be a change for the better, not a change for the worse. So if you're obsessed with English language, don't worry. If you don't like to study English, don't worry. I recommend you study, but if you don't like it or you can't find the time, then just sit down and watch this channel as many hours as possible, and the language will penetrar por los poros, and you'll say, anda, hablo mucho mejor inglés, me noto mucho mejor, ¿por qué será? It's simply because lo que se llama en inglés exposure, escrito exposure, y que no se traduce bien al castellano. Se puede decir exposición, pero no tiene la misma fuerza la palabra. Estar expuesto al idioma, todas las horas posibles, every hour of the day. And if you spend a lot of time, weekends, during the week, every moment, stealing moments from the day to watch this channel, you will notice a change. And I guarantee you, por cuarta vez, it will be a change for the better, not a change for the worse. Now, we have a lot of work to do today. There are a lot of things to do. And I have Blanca and María José, ambas, de las cuales las conocéis a ambas, both of whom you know very well, I think, if you've been watching this program. I know them well, and I have a problem with them because they never make mistakes, okay? And so really, my job as a teacher is not very easy with them because they are bordering on. Border es la frontera entre países. The border between Spain and France are the Pyrenees Mountains. Now, but the verb to border on is lindar en. Y su inglés está lindando en la perfección. Their English is bordering on perfection. But maybe between you and me together, we can find some ways para hacerles tropezar con el idioma. To trip them up, to trip. Trip como viaje, curiosa palabra. Trip, cambiándolo un verbo, to trip, es echar la zancadilla. O hacer tropezar a alguien. O tropezar uno mismo. Por ejemplo, si yo digo, I tripped yesterday, se entiende que tropecé ayer andando en la calle. Ahora, I tripped María José, es le eché a María José la zancadilla. And she fell. All right? So I will try to, y luego si añado up, to trip up, eso ya pasa al plano figurativo y no al físico. Echar la zancadilla lingüísticamente sería to trip her up, to make her look bad on television, okay? And I'm going to try to make her embarrassed, apurada, violenta, on television. Okay, María José?
Okay.
Do I have your permission?
Yes.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
And Blanca, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you glad to be back?
I'm always glad to be back.
I asked María José if she's glad to be here.
Are you glad to be here?
Yes, I am.
Ask me if I'm glad to be here.
Are you glad to be here?
To be?
To be here?
Yes, I'm glad to be here. Ask me if I'm glad I'm a teacher.
Are you glad you are a teacher?
Are you glad you are a teacher?
Are you glad you are a teacher?
Yes, I am. Ask me if I'm glad I'm a man.
Are you glad you are a man?
Yes, I am. Ask me if I would rather be a woman.
Would you rather be a woman?
No, I prefer to stay a man, okay? Now, are you glad to be a woman?
Yes, I am.
Or would you rather be a man?
Not at all.
Not at all. If you had in your next life, if you can choose, would you be a man or a woman?
A woman.
A woman? All right. Does a woman have more freedom or less freedom than a man?
For me, it's the same.
Okay, for you it's the same. Is life easier or more difficult for a woman than for a man?
A little more difficult for a woman.
Okay, good. And if in your next life, will you want to have children or will you prefer not to?
No, I will want to have children.
Ask me if I will want to have children in my next life.
Will you want?
Will you?
Will you want to have children in your next life?
Of course, if a woman has them for me. Yeah. And raises them. No. Yes, I will want to have children. Ask me how many children I want to have in my next life.
How many children will you want to have the next life?
In your?
In your next life.
As many as I can financially support. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So if I'm in my next life, if I'm rich, 10 children, 15 children. If I'm poor, 1, 2. Okay?
I think you should ask to your wife.
Ask your wife.
Your wife.
Well, I mean, I will ask her before I marry her. All right? Yeah.
You never know that.
Yeah, I know. But ask me if I spoke to my wife about children before marrying her.
You mean?
Ask me if I spoke to my wife. Now is in my current life, okay?
Yes.
Not in my future
That's what
life.
I mean.
Ask me if I spoke to my wife about children before marrying her.
Did you speak to your wife
About?
about having children before getting married?
Before?
Before getting married?
Yes, we did. We spoke about children. Ask me if we agreed on the number of children to have.
Did you agree on the
On?
number of children you have
To have?
to have?
Yes, we did. Ask me how many children we planned to have at the beginning.
How many children did you plan to have at the beginning?
We planned to have 3. All right. Ask me if we had 3.
Did you have 3?
Yeah, we had 4, really. Yeah. We had twins in the middle that we lost. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We had twins in the middle that we lost at 7 months. Okay. So we really had 3. So we followed our plan, more or less. Okay. And so in my next life, I'll do the same. All right. And ask Maria Jose how many children she has, Blanca.
How many children do you have?
I have 2.
All right. Ask her if she planned to have 2 at the beginning.
Did you plan to have 2 at the beginning?
I planned to have 3.
Free.
Three.
Libres.
Free.
3. 3. Okay, ask her if she would have had more children if she had been rich.
Would you have more children?
Estoy remontando a sus momentos ya.
Would
de-
you have had?
Would you have had? Ask her if she would have had. If she would have, si habría tenido, de haber, etc. Ask her if she would have had more children if she had been rich.
Would you have more? Would you have had more children if you had been rich?
Sure, I would.
Ask her if she would have had more children if she had had many servants to take care of them.
Would you have had more children if you had had servants for you
To take care?
of them?
Yes, I would.
Ask her if she has any servants now.
Do you have any servants now?
Not now.
Ask her if she would like to have a servant taking care of her.
Would you
Like
like to have a servant to take care
a
of?
servant.
Would you like to have a servant to take care of you?
No, I wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
Not with the fan.
No, I wouldn't.
Moving a fan. All right, no. Okay. Now, ask her if she would like to have more children.
Would you like to have more children?
Yes.
You would. All right. Ask her if she thinks she could still be a good mother now.
Do you think you could still be a good mother now?
Sure.
All
Why
right.
not?
Good. Okay. Now, tell her to ask me how long it's been since I've given a class on the radio.
Asking how long it's been since he
Gave
a class in the on TV,
on the radio.
on the radio.
How long has it been since you taught
On the radio.
on the radio?
It's been about a week since I taught on the radio, or a little more. Now, tell Blanca to ask me how long it's been since I went to Andalusia.
Ask him how long has it has been since he went to Andalusia.
Perfecto. Ahora vamos a hacer una contracción y naturalizar esta frase, que no sea tan... Ask him how long it's been. Ask him how long it's been since he went to Andalusia. Ask him how long it's been. ¿Cuánto tiempo hace que no vaya? Que no va. Okay, en inglés decimos cuánto tiempo ha sido desde que fue. Tell her to ask me how long it's been since I went to Andalusia.
Ask him how long it's been since he went to Andalusia?
How long has it been since you went to Andalusia?
It's been about 2 years since I went to Andalusia. Tell Maria Jose to ask me how long it's been since I visited. How long it's been since I visited Asturias?
Ask him how long it's been since he visited Asturias.
How long has it been since you visited Asturias?
It's been a long time. It's been a really long time. In fact, I think it's been easily 30 years.
Wow.
Since, no, 28 years. I used to go to Asturias often. I liked it. And I still like it. I simply have not had the occasion. I've gone to the Galicia and to Cantabria many times, but not to Asturias in the middle. Okay, and I need to go.
Yes.
Tell her to ask me why I went the last time.
Ask him why he went the last time.
Why did you go the last time?
I went to attend a wedding. All right, to attend a wedding. Okay, now ask me how long it's been since I spoke to my wife.
How long has it been since you spoke to your wife?
It's been about 2 hours or 3 hours since I spoke to my wife. Ask me how long it's been since I gave Maria Jose an English class.
How long has it been since you gave an English class to
2.
Maria Jose?
También vale. I think it's been about 2 or 3 days since I gave her on this program. I gave her a class 2 or 3 days ago. Ask me how long it's been since I've drunk a cup of coffee.
How long has it been since you drank a cup of coffee?
It's been only about 3 hours ago I drank a cup of coffee. How long has it been? Ask me how long it's been since I modified this method.
How long has it been since you modified this method?
That method.
Oh, that method.
Si no lo tocas con la mano, ¿cuántas veces lo he dicho ahora en la tele? Si no tocas el objeto, no dices this, that, this, that, this, that. I haven't modified this. How long has it been? I corrected some typos. You understand typos?
Yes.
Typographical errors, erratas. I corrected some, and that was probably about 5 years ago. So it's been 5 years since I modified this method. Ladies and gentlemen, estoy usando una forma en inglés súper corriente, pero que dista mucho de la forma de hacerlo en castellano. Por ejemplo, hace 10 años que no visito Marruecos. In English, there are 2 ways. I haven't visited Morocco in 10 years. I haven't visited Morocco in 10 years. Literalmente no he visitado Marruecos en 10 años o para 10 años. I haven't visited Morocco for 10 years or in 10 years. Or han sido, o ha sido, porque se dice it has been. Ha sido 10 años desde que visité. Lo que no decimos en inglés es hace 10 años que yo no visito. Aquí en las dos formas en inglés no entra el negativo en absoluto. Y cuando vine a España y empecé a escuchar esta frase, me despistó porque estaba oyendo un negativo. Y la gente dice, hace años que no uso este libro. Hace años que yo no uso. Espera, ¿usas o no usas? No, usaba, pero ahora no uso. Hace mucho que no uso. Entonces ya entendí, claro, ahora entiendo un poco la lógica de la frase en español, y tiene mucha lógica. Hace 10 años que no uso este libro. Ahora, en inglés no lo decimos así, nunca. Decimos, ha sido 10 años desde que usé este libro, que también tiene su lógica. O usamos el presente perfecto. No he usado este libro desde hace 10 años. Y usamos el presente perfecto. En castellano usaríais el presente habitual. No uso este libro desde hace 10 años. Pero en inglés no he usado. I haven't used this book for 10 years. O bien, it's been 10 years since I used this book. Y si quiero, puedo insertar last, desde que por última vez usé. It's been 10 years since I last used this book. All right. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I saw my good friend from California, Pepe. I have a friend in Sacramento, California. Okay, it's been a long time. Ask me how long it's been since I spoke to my children.
How long has it been since you spoke to your children?
Well, I spoke to my son about 3 or 4 hours ago, so it hasn't been a long time. Ask me how long it's been since I wore glasses.
How long has it been since you wore Wore glasses.
It's been about a day. I wore glasses yesterday.
Sunglasses?
No, just glasses to watch TV.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a TV in my bedroom. It's a small TV, all right? And it's too far away. And it's a type of TV that also talks about the program. And it's too far away. Ask me if I'm short-sighted.
Are you short-sighted?
Just a little. All right, just a little. Ask me if I need glasses to drive.
Do you need glasses to drive?
Not really. Officially, I don't. But I think I do. You see, every 5 years in the United States and every 10 years here, I need to renew my driver's license. And so every time I take an eye exam and I pass it. But then when I'm driving, I often put on glasses, especially at night. All right, especially at night. In the United States, it's funny because when you renew your driver's license, you go to the renewal department. Usually you have to wait. You take a number, you know, like you're going to buy jamon or something. You take a number. And usually it's only a question of 5, maximum 10 minutes. 5, maximum 10 minutes. And they call you up. And they say, yes, give me your old driver's license. And you give it to them. They look at it. They go into a computer to see if you're a problem driver, you know, to see if you have antecedentes, ¿cómo se dice? Un registro, a record.
A record.
Un disco, a record. If they see you have a record, a police record or a traffic record, okay? And if you're clean, and they say, okay, now, look into this little box, and you look into the box, and tell me where you see the crosses, las cruces. And that's the eye test. You're doing it on the spot, in el acto, the eye test. And when you finish, the person says, okay, look up at the camera, smile, bam, and they take a picture. And then they say, okay, in 1 week, you will receive it in your home. It's all done in a question of 15 minutes. It's very efficient. Here, it's horrible. But in any case, I have always passed the eye test. Ask me if I wear glasses when I go to the cinema.
Did you wear glasses?
Do you?
Do you wear glasses when you go to the cinema?
Not usually. Ask me if I would wear glasses if I were sitting in the back of the cinema.
Would you wear glasses?
Would you wear?
Would you wear glasses if you were sitting on the back?
In
the back of the cinema?
Yes, I would. All right, I would wear glasses. Ask me if I wear glasses when I go to Broadway.
Do you wear glasses when you go to Broadway?
Yes, I do. Definitely. Okay, ask me how long it's been since I saw a show on Broadway.
How long has it been since you saw a show on Broadway?
On Broadway. It's been, my daughter was 18. Yes, it's been 9 years since I saw a show on Broadway. Ask me why I prefer to wear glasses when I see a show on Broadway.
Why do you prefer
To wear.
to wear glasses to see a show on Broadway?
Because I want to be able to see
Everything.
very, very clearly every aspect of the decoration, the actors, everything. Okay, ask Maria Jose if she has ever seen a show on Broadway.
Maria Jose, have you ever seen a show on Broadway?
No, I haven't.
Ask her if she has ever lived in the States.
Have you ever lived in the States?
Yes, I have.
Ask her how many years she lived in the States.
How many years did you live in the States?
For 2 years.
Ask her where she lived.
Where did you live?
I live in Boston.
¿Cómo?
I lived in Boston.
Ask her how far Boston is from New York City.
How far is Boston from New York City?
New York
How far is Boston
from
New York City?
I think it's 315 kilometers, maybe.
So like
50.
from Madrid to Zaragoza. Yeah.
Yes, maybe.
And the best theater in the world is there. And in 2 years you didn't go.
No, I didn't, because I didn't like it when I was 25.
Yeah, but in any case, it's fantastic.
Yes.
It is really,
Maybe.
it's the best theater in the world. The best theater in the world is in New York and London. But New York is usually better. The competition of the actors, producers, directors, set designers, okay, costume, vestuario. The competition to reach Broadway is so intense that the people who reach Broadway are absolutely outstanding. Very, very good professionals. And you notice it. And even people who don't like theater, when they experience Broadway, they say, wow, they suddenly like theater. I don't know anybody who has gone to Broadway and been decepcionado. ¿Cómo se dice?
Disappointed?
Disappointed. Ask me if I'm disappointed in Blanca's English.
Are you disappointed in Blanca's English?
Usually not, no. Ask me if I'm disappointed in Blanca's effort.
Are you disappointed in Blanca's effort?
Effort? No, I'm not, no. Ask me if I'm disappointed in her behavior in class.
Are you disappointed in her behavior in class?
No, I'm not. I'm not disappointed. Ask me if I'm disappointed with Maria Jose.
Are you disappointed with Maria Jose?
More often than I am with you.
I
Because
know.
she lived in Boston for 2 years, and she makes some basic mistakes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, ask me how long it's been. Ask me how long it's been since I spent a few days in Barcelona.
How long has it been since you spent
A few.
a few days in Barcelona?
It's been about 3 years since I spent a few days. I've been there for 1 day very recently, but it's been about 3 days since I spent 3 years since I spent a few days in Barcelona. Ask me how long it's been since I spent a few days in Texas.
How long has it been since you spent a few days in Texas?
Texas. It's been about half a year, a little longer. It's been about 8 months since I spent a few days in Texas. Ask me how long it's been since I studied this method.
How long has it been since you studied this method, that method?
Okay. It's been years. I don't need to study the method. I wrote it, so I know it practically by heart. Okay, ask me how long it's been since I found enough time to do what I like to do.
How long has it been since you found enough time to do what you want to do?
What I like to do, every day I do what I like to do, so I don't have any problem. Ask me how long it's been since I performed on stage.
How long has it been since you performed on stage?
En un escenario teatral, performing, it's been 4 years, maybe 35 years since I performed on stage in a play. All right. Ask me how long it's been since I gave a speech in public.
How long has it been since you gave a speech in front of public?
Or in public. In public.
Public.
It's been 2 weeks. Tell her to ask me where I gave the speech.
Ask him where he gave the speech.
Where did you give?
¿Cómo?
Did you give the speech?
I gave the speech in Santander. Tell her to ask me how many people were there for the speech.
Ask him how many people were there on speech for the speech.
How many people were there for the speech?
There were about 100 people. Okay. Tell her to ask me if I was expecting more.
Ask him if he were expecting
¿Cómo?
more. Ask him if he were expecting
¿Cómo?
more. Oh, I'm sorry. Ask him if he was expecting more.
Más X.
Ask him if he was expecting more.
Good. Eso sí me gustó. Ask him if he was expecting more.
Were you expecting more?
No, I was expecting fewer people. I was surprised. Ask me how many people I was expecting.
How many people were you expecting?
How many or how many?
How many
Okay.
people?
I was expecting about 50 people, but 100 came. And ask me how long the speech lasted.
How long did the speech last?
It lasted about 2 hours. Ask me what it was about.
What was about?
El qué?
What was the speech about?
Vale, no repita speech.
What was it about?
El it. Okay. It was about language learning and technology. Because it was for a special symposium, a fair, about technology. And asked me what my conclusion was.
What was your conclusion?
That technology is not ready to help yet. Medium technology like television, yes. Pero eso es una tecnología media, la televisión. Alta tecnología no ha resuelto el factor más importante para aprender un idioma, que es la motivación del alumno. Entonces, los ordenadores y la alta tecnología no puede agarrar de las solapas y zarandear al alumno para que le entre las cosas. La televisión a medias. I'm going to come after these people. So, we have to take a break and come back in just a few minutes, okay? I need to rest, okay? But, so, you have 5 minutes. I'll see you in 5 minutes' time, okay? Don't go away.